Okay, let's take a look at what happened today in the stock market. We are going to take a look at Tesla stock. We are going to take a look at the VIX, the stock indices, gold, silver, Bitcoin, Ethereum. Let me just make sure that everything is working fine with the live. Can anybody hear me well? You can comment right here in the comment section. Let me check on my end. Yeah, this seems to be working. So let's do this. Let's do this. So Tesla closed 448.96. We are up $3.95. Since the close of last Friday, we are up 0.89%. Post-market, we are pretty much even. So let's take a look at what's happening right here. So Tesla is still into our bullish channel. This is the bullish channel right here. We are bouncing on the upper support sometimes, and sometimes we are bouncing on the lower support right here. This is a double support situation, and this is where we bounced last Thursday. Bounced on the support a little bit lower than support actually, and we have been going higher ever since. Right now we are right smack into a downward channel, small downward channel as part of the big upward channel, big bullish channel. So we are coming down to that downward channel. Thank you. Hello, Jolly Rogers t-shirt. Good evening, Valerie. And Valerie is a member of Discord. Thank you, Valerie. So yeah, right now we are right smack. Today, the high of the day was right smack on the downward channel resistance. Cannot make this up, guys. We are testing it. So Tesla is trying to break outside. We tested it today. We failed today. We could succeed tomorrow. Let's take a look at the 1 hour chart. So on the 1 hour chart, we have it a little bit more precisely. Let me just make sure that we are using the same resistance right here. We have yeah, okay. Yeah, well, in fact, I cannot know which one is it, which one it is. Anyway, so we tested it today. So the first hour of the day, let's see. Yeah, the first hour of the day was pretty good. So on Friday, we closed right here. First hour of the day, boom, super straight up. This is what Tesla does, huh? Tesla just goes in the morning, and then it stabilizes during the afternoon. So this is exactly what's happening today. So first hour was super nice, boom, super strong. In fact, let me go on to the regular trading hours. I'm looking at the two ways of showing things, and maybe I'm going to pick one. But yeah, let me just see. I'm going to pick this one right here. So this is the downward resistance. I'm going to need to adjust it to make sure that this is right between the daily chart and the 1 hour chart. But basically what happened is that first hour was super nice. Second hour also was good. We stabilized. Then we went a little bit higher. And now we are caving in a little bit right here. We are caving in a little bit right here. Still above 443. Oh, sorry. Still above 448.07. The move that, you know, this is not working well. This is not working well. These, you know, I'm going to stay with the extended trading hours, but I'm going to have to resolve it on my end. So tried to break this downward resistance, tried to break it, did not succeed, but then we cooled off and we are back above 448.07. So we are into a new 1 hour chart bullish channel right here. This is the bullish channel that we are currently in, and we are testing, you know, we are testing resistance to see if we're going to move further or not. The good part is that we have momentum on the 1 hour chart. We are still above 448. We are still above this. We are still above this bullish channel support. We are still above this one. So if we are breaking 452, you know, we would be also breaking this downward resistance that we just fell under today. So this would be great news, and it would indicate that we would be continuing. We would be continuing. The next step is going to be some resistance at 459 right here, 459. So if we break that 452, we are on to 459, and we would still be into this bullish channel on the 1 hour chart. Moving on, moving on, moving on. We have momentum on the 1 hour chart, so we could be moving. We have resistance that we need to break. So far, we are caving to those resistance. If this is what resistance should do, it should make us cave in. Should make us cave in. But then it's possible that we try again tomorrow and we succeed. But so far, we have momentum on the 1 hour chart, and we are where things are going to get hard. You know, we are fighting for this. We are fighting for this. But we have momentum, so hopefully the momentum is going to bring us through. On the 1 hour, on the daily chart, we don't have momentum yet. We don't have momentum yet. We have no stochastic, we have no DMI, and we are below our 21-day moving average, which is expressed by this blue line right here. So we are still under that. So on the daily chart, even though we are bouncing on that support, that bounce has no momentum yet, so we cannot conclude that this is going to continue. And we see why. We see why, because on the 1 hour chart, we see it that we are starting to encounter some downward resistance. So on the 1 hour chart, on the daily chart, we don't have momentum. We don't have momentum. This is what we call the dead cat bounce. It's bouncing. The cat is bouncing, but it's not because it's alive. It can be dead and bounce a little bit. So this is what's happening. It's bouncing a little bit. And hopefully we are going to have further move up once we are going to break that 452.91, either on the 1 hour chart or on the daily chart. You know, when we are in this area, we could be having stochastic over 60 depending on how fast we get into this area. If we go a little bit slow and move up, stochastic might have the time to get above 60, so that would give us a nice buy signal on the daily chart with momentum to bring us much higher. So this is what we are hoping to get. So let's now take a look at what happened with the VIX also today. So the VIX is the fear factor of the stock market. When the VIX goes up, the stock market goes down. So yeah, the VIX was not super nice at the beginning of the day. Let's take a look at the 1 hour chart. So on the 1 hour chart, you see this here, boom. So the VIX was significantly higher in the morning. We opened at 16 when we were last Friday at 14. So big gap up. What is nice is that we are seeing the VIX cool down. It's cooling down, filling some of the gap. You know, the gap started here and ended here. So we are filling some of the gap. Hopefully, this is not going to continue higher. If this starts to continue higher, this is not going to be good overall. A climbing VIX is not good for the stock market. Things tend to go down, so we are really watching this. If we are going to see the VIX starting to go higher, then we are going to start taking profits on stocks that have not reached their resistance. We are going to take profit anyway, because this is telling us that something could be brewing and the stock market could be declining a little bit. Let's take a look at that stock market by looking at the stock indices. So Dow Jones, big wick at the bottom right here. So this is the little bit of a scare that we had in the morning with the high VIX, but then it recovered pretty well. So this is all good. We have nice momentum on Dow Jones. SPX, we still have momentum. SPX is right close to the resistance. Let's go on the 1 hour chart to see this. You know, It's really trying to break. It's really trying to break this. You know, it tried in January, failed. It tried again last Friday, tried again for a couple of hours, failed. Tried again today, and we are right there. Has it failed? No, we cannot really say it has failed. The close of the day is pretty much right smack on it. So we are right smack on it. We need that resistance to be broken. We need that big channel resistance to be broken. Let me show the best way to look at it. We need that resistance right here to be broken to have a really big move. You know, we have been following this resistance since June of this year. You know, we are pretty much right smack on it. Look at this. We are getting to it a little bit above, below, a little bit above, right smack on it, above, then below. So, you know, we are really zigzagging around it. SPX is still climbing, but it's climbing kind of slow. You know, it's kind of climbing slow. It would be nice to have a really nice push. You know, we are due for a nice run, a nice bull run. And when I say this, this is what I mean. This is what I mean right here. You know, this is a bullish channel. And the top of the bullish channel is right here, you know, at around 7,500. This is the top of the bullish channel right here. We were close to that bullish channel in the past, in 2024. Then we had the V-shape recovery, but we have never went back to that resistance side again. This is where we want to go. We don't know when this is going to happen. It could be happening next year. It could be happening tomorrow. We don't know when, and nobody knows when. But we are going to know that we are on our way when we are going to start closing above right here. Closing above this resistance, which is around 7,000 bucks for SPX. So when we are going to reach that 7,000 bucks, this is going to give us some indication that we could be moving further into the 7,500 or even 7,800 if we go at it a little bit slower. So this would be nice if it happened. QQQ, nice day. This is getting close to resistance again, so this is why this is slowing down. Nasdaq, you know, Nasdaq, this is looking better. This is looking better. We have this bullish channel right here. We are on the support side. This is the right side to buy. If we are on the resistance side, then there's less things to buy because the resistance is supposed to make us cave in, make the stock price cave in. But right now we are on this good side, and we had a little bit of a downward resistance that we just broken on Friday, and today we are Monday and we are continuing. So this is looking pretty good actually, and we have momentum on our indicators. Let's now take a look at how Bitcoin, gold, and silver have fared. So gold, we are into this bullish channel. We are continuing. Nice gap up today. It could be coming down, but this is showing that there's some power behind this gold. There's some power, you know, you see it. You see it here, you know, this is the volume that we had today. Boom. A big volume that we did not have until October of last year, October 2025. So you see that there's power behind this one. So gold moving nicely. Silver, same thing with silver. The volume is not as big. I'm looking at Sprott Physical Gold, at Sprott Physical Silver. So the volume is not as big as what we had in October for silver, but a nice gap up. It's hard to be against that. And what about Bitcoin? Bitcoin, you know, I'm gonna say not too bad. You know, this is the first of our green area. You know, this is green here above 90,672. It's gonna be a double green here. Could be a double green. Right now, we need to break that 94,755. You can buy right now. You can buy Bitcoin right now because we were lower, close to that support not too long ago. At the end of last year, 2025, we were at that support and we could not break 90,672. We broke it in January 4th. We broke it and we almost lost it. We almost lost it right here. Right here. We almost lost it last Thursday, last Friday, Saturday. Sunday started to look a little bit better, but these were very small days, you know, in terms of volume. This was very small during the weekend. Things are happening during the week, even though Bitcoin is opened all the time. The volume is higher here than it was during the weekend, and now we are moving a little bit higher. We are closing a little bit higher. Let me take a look at the 1 hour chart. So on the 1 hour chart, look at this. It's really fighting hard. On the 1 hour chart, the horizontal resistance is at 92,190. We are a little bit more precise on the 1 hour chart. Trying, this is yesterday, Sunday, failed, but did not go too low. Tried again today, failed. Tried half-assly, second time, but we are still above support. So we are maintaining this level. You know, we are maintaining this level, and we used to be lower. We used to be lower in December, you know. So this is good news. We are maintaining this. So this is why I say this is not financial advice. You do your own research. You make your own decisions. But this is looking like we are having a little bit of a tiny bullish channel that is forming, you know. This is where we have it right now. So this is why I'm saying this is interesting to start buying it right now. We are making a second low. You know, the second low is trying to, this is the low right here. It's trying to go a little bit higher. So this is not looking bad. This is an early entry. This is an early entry. I would put a stop loss at 88,921. I would put a stop loss right here, but this is looking better. Boom, right here. I would put a stop loss at 88,921. So yeah, momentum is starting to come. We don't have stochastic over 60. We have DMI. DMI has been convinced. DMI has been convinced since December 28th. It has been convinced that this is moving, and you know, it was not bad. It was not wrong. We went higher and we are cooling down lower. So, you know, I've said it. January 12th, I said my piece about this. Ethereum, same move. Same move. We were lower and now we are bouncing on it. We don't have all the momentum indicators yet. This is a riskier entry, but this is an early entry. So there, I said it too. And BMNR, our favorite Ethereum ETF. This is the biggest ETF in the world for Ethereum. And they are starting to stake some Ethereum. So they are going to make money even just by staking. Even though Ethereum might not be moving much, BMNR is going to make money. And this is also making a nice support. We don't have any positive momentum on our indicators, but the good part is that 29.65, which was broken a couple of weeks ago, had a nice move, came back down. Now we are holding quite strongly. You know, we have two green candles above it, always closing above it, with a red candle that was scary a little bit, but no, today we have a green candle. So voila, I said it. Not looking bad as an entry right now. It's not a, you know, it's not a full-fledged buy signal because we don't have our momentum indicators. But in the stock market, you know, there's always risk. So this one is a little bit more risky, but more risk gives you a better entry. Less risk is giving you a higher entry. So you pick what you want. So that's it. Let's take a look at the economic data that is going to come out this week. See if something came out today. So Tuesday is the core inflation numbers that are going to come out. Core inflation rate, core inflation, the month over month, year over year, inflation rate, month over month, inflation rate, year over year. So these numbers are, you know, somewhat important because they will guide what is going to happen. Is it next week? It's not next week that we are going to get the federal, I'm going to go with this month. So the federal interest rate decision is going to happen January 28th. So January 28th, and this week we are having the core inflation numbers. So they are still important because people will extrapolate what these inflation numbers are. If they are low, you know, the forecast is at 2.6 and 2.6 for both the core inflation and the inflation rate. Both forecasts are at 2.6. The inflation rate year over year was at 2.7 before the previous. So people are expecting a little bit of a drop in the inflation rate. So if we get 2.6, I think people are going to be content. If we get less, people are going to be happier. So this could give us a move in the markets. So at 8:30 a.m. We should get those numbers. So this is going to be interesting to see, to anticipate how the day could be going. So that's it for me, guys. So thank you very much for watching. Thank you for liking, commenting, subscribing. If you like what I do, you can become a YouTube member. Becoming a YouTube member at the Discord level gives you access to the Discord server, which is giving you access to the technical analysis for all these lines, all these stocks right here. Boom, 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 boom. And we are seeing buying opportunities. You are missing buying opportunities right now. Daily chart buying opportunities by not being on Discord. You are missing right now. So join us. That's it. So have a great evening. We are going to talk tomorrow, and I'm going to tell you à la prochaine si Dieu le veut.